I paid for my sister's apartment for 14 months. Not the whole thing, just the rent. She and her fiancé Marcus covered utilities and food. That was the deal when she called me crying last year, saying they'd been priced out of every decent place near her job. I was 26, single, with a remote coding job in a studio apartment I could barely fill. It made sense. She was family. I didn't even mind when my father brought it up on his birthday. He'd driven 4 hours to have dinner at my place. Small, quiet, just him and me. My sister had canceled morning of, said Marcus had a migraine. I believed her. You're a good brother, my dad said, cutting into his chicken. Not everyone would do that. I shrugged. She'd do it for me. He looked at me then. Not skeptically, just long. Like he was checking if I actually believed that the voicemail came 3 hours after he left. Pocket dial from my sister's phone. I almost deleted it. Instead, I heard Marcus laughing. He actually thinks we're struggling. Babe, your brother pays our rent so we can save for Disney. I told you, just smile and nod. He's got that sad puppy energy. Feels bad for him, honestly. My sister's voice lower. He's not sad. He's just alone. Exactly. That's sad. More laughter. Then the voicemail ended. I listened to it 4 times. Not because I didn't believe it. Because I was calibrating. Trying to find the version of myself that could hear that and still send the payment next week. I didn't find that version. I stopped paying on the first of the month. No message, no explanation. Just canceled the auto pay and watched the confirmation email land in my inbox. Nothing happened for 2 weeks. Then my sister texted, hey, any chance rent got messed up? Landlord says partial payment came from us but rest is missing. I typed, I stopped. She called immediately. I let it ring. Then Marcus texted, yo bro, something wrong? I didn't answer. 34 days after I stopped paying, my father called me on a Tuesday morning, not to scold. To tell me he'd driven down again, this time to my sister's apartment. He'd found a stack of Disney reservation confirmations on their kitchen counter, park hopper passes, dining plans, the VIP tour package. She told me you just decided to punish them, he said. I asked why you would do that. She said you'd been acting weird. Then Marcus said you probably couldn't afford it anymore. What did you say? I asked. I asked him how much their Disney trip cost. Silence on his end. He didn't answer, my father said. So I asked your sister, she cried. That's when I left. I waited. She wants you to pay the back rent, he continued. 3 months now. They're behind. She said if you just told them you were upset, they would have apologized. Would they have? He didn't answer that either. My sister showed up at my door 4 days later. No Marcus. She looked thin and angry in that specific way people get when they've been rehearsing a speech for too long. You could have talked to us, she said. I could have, I said. I didn't. She stared at me, waiting for the outburst, the tears, the part where I confess how much it hurt. I didn't give her any of that. We're going to lose the apartment, she said. Then you should use the Disney money. Her face closed. That was the moment. The one where she realized I knew everything. Not because I was cruel, because I'd stopped pretending she was someone else. You recorded us, she whispered. Your pocket dialed. I listened. She didn't apologize then. She said that's invasive. And I almost laughed, almost. But the thing about being the quiet sibling is you learn that some fights don't need winning. They just need ending. I'm not paying, I said. Not the back rent. Not next month. Not ever again. You can be angry. You can tell everyone I'm bitter. That's fine. But I'm not invisible, and I'm not sad. I just stopped. She left without another word. My dad called me that night, not to mediate, to tell me he'd offered to co-sign a smaller apartment for them an hour outside the city. My sister had yelled at him too. She'll come around, he said. Maybe, I said. Or maybe she won't. He was quiet for a moment. Then, I don't think you're sad either. I didn't say anything to that. But after we hung up, I sat on my couch for a long time, staring at the wall, feeling nothing close to victory. Just the strange, hollow freedom of someone who finally stopped paying to be loved. The next morning, I transferred the money I would have sent them into a travel fund. I still haven't decided where to go.